You have lived in Texas your whole life, and you have made a deal. You just never signed it out loud. You will mow the pasture and reach into the woodpile and let the grandkids run barefoot across the yard, and you will not think about what is already living there, because if you did, you would never go outside again. Texas holds more venom per square mile than almost anywhere in the country, and most of it is small enough to sit on the toe of your boot without you ever knowing. The folks who work this land every day out in the brush, they know the deal too. They just respect it more than you do. These are 10 insects in Texas so dangerous that the people who know them best give them a wide, quiet berth, and every one is counting on you to look away. We start with the one that looks like it wants to be held. Number 10 comes trundling across your gravel driveway in the middle of the day, bright red and soft as felt, like a toy that fell out of somebody's pocket. It is not an ant. It is a wingless female wasp, and Texans have called it the cow killer for 100 years on the old belief that its sting could drop a full-grown cow. It carries the longest stinger relative to its body of any stinging insect alive, under a shell so hard most predators cannot crush it. The pain sits at a 3 on the sting scale, 30 minutes of burning that makes grown men dance. And it crosses your porch in broad daylight, slow and unbothered, because it has already worked out the one thing it needs to know about you. You will assume anything that soft cannot hurt you. Number 10 belongs to the oldest lie in nature, that pretty things are gentle. Number 9 floats over the mesquite of West and Central Texas, a wasp the size of your thumb, blue-black body, rust-orange wings, and it hunts tarantulas for a living. It stings a spider 3 times its size, paralyzes it while it is still alive and aware, drags it down into a burrow and lays 1 egg on it, so the grub can eat the spider from the inside, saving the organs for last to keep the meat fresh. Its sting rates a 4, one of only a couple on this planet at the very top of the scale. The man who built a whole pain index by letting each one sting him said there is no advice for this one, except to lie down and scream, because your body will not let you do anything else. It will not kill you, so we file it under harmless. 3 minutes of the worst pain a human can feel is not harmless. Number 9 belongs to the difference between what hurts you and what you have decided you are allowed to ignore. If you are still with me, do this now, before we go any further. Subscribe, because the ones we have met so far only hurt. The next 8 can put you in a hospital bed or a grave, and number 1 is probably in your yard tonight. Number 8 is a slim beetle, black or gray or striped, working through the alfalfa and the wildflowers along your fence. Crush one against your arm, and hours later a blister rises where it bled on you, because its blood is loaded with cantharidin, the poison peddled for centuries as Spanish fly. But the beetle in the field is not the danger. The danger is the beetle in the bale. A few grams of dried blister beetles, baled into the alfalfa you feed your horses, carry enough toxin to kill a 1,000-pound animal in under 3 days, and it does not even have to be alive to do it. The poison survives the cutting, the drying, the months in the barn. It does not bite, chase, or buzz. It just waits to be folded into the feed and swallowed. Number 8 belongs to the danger that never has to move, and knows it. Number 7 hatches every spring by the hundreds, in the live oaks over San Antonio and Austin and half the hill country. Black, spiny, huddled on the branch, feeding, and then dropping. Every spine is hollow, glass-like, wired to a sac of venom, and when one touches the back of your neck, the tip snaps off under your skin and the poison runs down into the wound. And it lives directly over your head, on the branch you park the truck under, the tree the grandkids climb, the shady oak where you set your lawn chair. It does not come up from the ground, it comes down, and you never see it, because looking up is not a habit any of us keep. We watch our feet. The buck moth works the ceiling. Number 7 belongs to everything we miss because we never think to look up. Number 6 is the big red ant you probably kept in a plastic farm as a boy, clearing a bald circle of hard dirt around its mound in the yard. Drop for drop, its venom is some of the most toxic in the insect world. A cousin out west holds the record outright, more potent by weight than a rattlesnake. One sting, in the words of the fella who catalogs these things, feels like a drill boring into an ingrown toenail for 8 straight hours. And the mound sits right out in the open, which is the whole trap, because familiar has never meant safe. But here is the quiet tragedy. These ants fed the Texas horned lizard for 10,000 years, that little horny toad every old Texan remembers. And as the fire ants moved in and wiped them out, the horny toad vanished right along with them. Number 6 belongs to the things we stopped fearing because we thought we owned them. Number 5 is the most venomous caterpillar in the United States, and it looks like a tuft of cat fur that blew off a windowsill. Soft, brown, harmless. People have called it a walking mustache and a toxic toupee. Under that fur sit hollow venom spines, and when they go into your skin, the pain has been compared to a broken bone, radiating up your arm. With nausea and headache and sometimes a chest pain so bad that people show up at the emergency room certain they are having a heart attack. And it does not live out in the wild. It lives on the oak and the elm in your own front yard. Texas poison centers logged nearly 3,500 of these stings, and 91% happened at the victim's own home. The most dangerous thing on this list so far, and it got them on the porch, because it is the single most touchable looking object in the whole yard. A child reaches for it every single time. Number 5 belongs to the trap that wears the costume of the harmless. Number 4 crossed the river into Hidalgo, Texas in October of 1990 and never left. More than 100 Texas counties now. One bee's sting is no worse than any honeybee. The difference is the arithmetic. Disturb a gentle European hive, and maybe a tenth of it comes after you. Disturb this one, and the whole colony launches at once and follows you for the length of several football fields. And it hides in the quiet places, the abandoned chicken coop, the brush pile, the wall of the old shed. In 2013, near Waco, a 62-year-old man on a tractor nudged a pile of wood that held 40,000 of them. He ran for a garden hose. They stung him over 1,000 times. He did not survive, and the first ambulance crew that arrived would not even approach the body. We kept the picture of the friendly cartoon bee and quietly stopped noticing that some of them had changed. Number 4 belongs to the friendly face we refuse to update. Number 3 came off a cargo ship in the 1930s, and now it owns the ground you are standing on. In one survey year, 79% of Texans got stung. Nationwide, around 14 million people every year. They grip with the jaws and sting again and again in a tight circle, and for the small share of people whose bodies overreact, one anthill can mean anaphylaxis. More than 80 deaths sit on the record, and it hides flush with your lawn, level with the grass, until you set your foot on the mound, and it erupts, hundreds up your leg before you feel the first sting. It gives no warning. It waits to be stepped on. Nearly every Texan has a fire ant story, and I would bet the porch you are sitting on that you have got one too. We let the danger get so common, we quietly called it normal. Number 3 belongs to the threat that won by being everywhere at once. Number 2 comes at night. A flat, dark, cone-headed bug with a thin orange trim, and it feeds on blood, and it prefers the soft skin of a sleeping face, which is how it earned its name. It bites, it drinks, and it leaves its droppings right beside the wound, and in those droppings rides a parasite. In Texas, researchers at Texas A&M have found that more than half of these bugs carry it. The disease is called Chagas. It hides in the dog kennel, the cracks of an older house, and some nights it comes inside. And here is what makes it different. Most of the people it infects never feel a thing. Not for years. The parasite just settles quietly into the walls of the heart and waits. And 20 years later, the heart begins to fail and almost no one connects it back to a bug bite from another lifetime. Texas began requiring doctors to report it in 2013, and they have already confirmed cases caught right here at home. This one is counting on the fact that you will never know it was there at all. Number 2 belongs to the danger patient enough to wait out your entire life. Number 1 you already killed today. You did not even look. A mosquito landed on your forearm, you slapped it without a thought, and went back to your evening. And that reflex, that total lack of concern, is the exact reason it is the single deadliest animal on the planet, and the deadliest in Texas. The southern house mosquito carries West Nile. In 2012, it moved through Dallas and the state saw the worst outbreak it had ever recorded. Near 400 cases in that one county, 19 people dead. And for the first time since 1966, they put airplanes over the city to spray it from the sky. There is still no vaccine, and the people it hits hardest are men over 50. It breeds in the inch of still water in the old bucket, the saucer under the flower pot, the clogged gutter, 10 feet from your back door. We saved all our fear for the sharks and the snakes and the things with teeth. The animal that actually kills us is the one we swat without ever looking down. Number 1 belongs to the killer we stopped counting as a threat before we were old enough to speak. So here is what all 10 have in common. Not one of them is hunting you. The mosquito, the ant, the quiet bug on your ceiling, none of them wakes in the morning with you in mind. They are only living in the same yard, on the same porch, under the same oak, doing what they have always done, and you happen to be standing in the middle of it. It was never personal. Texas did not put these things here to get you. They were here first. And every morning you walk out that door, past the mound and the woodpile and the still water, and you make the same silent deal you made the day before. You agree not to see them. They agree to let you pass. It is not really fear that keeps us walking outside every day. It is the agreement. And the wild has never once agreed to hold up its end.